Let us embark on a journey. Let faith be our sails and hope be our anchor. Hope does not disappoint, writes the Apostle Paul in his letter to the Romans. In announcing the Jubilee year of hope, Pope Francis wrote, "Hope, together with faith and charity, make up the triptych of the theological virtues that express the heart of the Christian life." In their inseparable unity, hope is the virtue that, so to speak, gives inward direction and purpose to the life of believers. For this reason, the Apostle Paul encourages us to rejoice in hope, be patient in suffering, and persevere in prayer. Abound in hope, so that we may bear credible and attractive witness to the faith and love that dwells in our hearts. That our faith may be joyful and our charity enthusiastic, and that each of us may be able to offer a smile, a small gesture of friendship, a kind look, a ready ear, a good deed, in the knowledge that in the Spirit of Jesus, these can become, for those who receive them, rich seeds of hope. This Jubilee year, a year in which we are invited to focus on the virtue of hope and to practice it in the ordinary fabric of our lives, was Pope Francis' final gift. Athletes say that we strengthen the muscle we use most. If we constantly exercise hatred, anxiety, or fear, those become dominant. But what if instead we chose to train compassion, vision, and trust? What if we made hope our discipline and wove gratitude into our daily routine? This does not mean that our problems will vanish, but it transforms us. We become more hopeful, more grateful. Hope is not delusional optimism. It is the virtue that anchors us, directing our desires toward what is lasting and eternal, while giving us courage to endure what is difficult in the present. Hope is the quiet trust that God's promise will not fail, even when life's storms rage around us. It is more than wishful thinking. It is a confident expectation grounded in Christ's love and in Christ's resurrection. Hope turns our eyes beyond present struggles, reminding us that every act of faith, mercy, and love participates in God's greater plan. In hope, the ordinary becomes sacred. Suffering is transfigured with meaning, and our hearts are strengthened to walk each day with courage and joy. Patriarch Sviatoslav's pastoral letter on hope teaches, our Christian hope is not in vain, but is based on faith in God, who throughout history has repeatedly delivered his people and restored justice. Today, as we suffer from the horrors of Russian armed aggression, we must draw strength and hope from the many lessons of the history of salvation and our national history, which remind us that God never forsakes his people. And that after trials, there is always restoration and rebirth. Let us heed the words of the psalmist. Let Israel say, his mercy endures forever. In danger I called on the Lord. The Lord answered me and set me free. Our own church has been a vessel of hope through centuries of hardship. From the baptism of Rus over 1,000 years ago, when God embraced the people with his infinite love, through the persecutions and suffering endured under foreign and totalitarian regimes, hope has remained the hidden source of resilience. For Christians today, hope is not an escape from reality, but the strength to face it. It is the resilience that sustains us in trial and the vision that enables us to see God make all things new. In a wounded and divided world, hope reveals Christ as our future and our peace. Hope becomes real only when we act. It comes alive through our decisions and deeds. In Ukrainian, there is a profound truth hidden in the very word for hope, надія, as if the language itself reminds us that hope is also an action. Hope is incarnated. Hope is action. Hope is a decision that shapes the way we live. It translates into choices, words, and deeds. It is not passive waiting, but active participation in God's promise. Hope is never carried alone. It becomes alive in community. Our hope grows stronger because we nurture it together. For this Jubilee year, our church has embraced the symbol of a boat, a sign from the earliest days of Christianity of the church as the people of God on a journey. Welcome aboard. Thank you for sailing with us. Duc in altum. Let us put out together into the deep. Апостол Павло в посланні до римлян пише: страждання виробляє терпеливість, терпеливість досвід, а досвід надію. Страждання – це не просто біль чи розчарування, це виклик, який відкриває перед нами нові горизонти терпеливості. І ось коли ми пройшли через страждання і набули через терпеливість досвіду, перед нами відкривається новий дар – надія. А надія не засоромить. Надія – це активна орієнтація серця на Бога. Надія не сліпа чи наївна, вона могутня, бо за плечима має правду Христа. Надія не квола чи недостатня, а сильна у слабкості, бо її сила в Бозі. Ми не самотні в надії. Вона зміцнюється через свідчення та підтримку інших.
Amazing grace, the sound. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, like me.